All right, dudes, there it is. You guys asked for it. Comparison between the 5881 and the 6L6 tubes and those PRS heads right there. Some things about how I recorded them. So I pulled all the preamp tubes out of the 5881 head. So it's all 12 AX7s. Look at the things I do for you guys. So I pulled out all my original tubes and I'm gonna put the 5881 head tubes into the 6L6 one. So they're exactly the same tubes. It's the same as I could get it, barring the component, tolerances inside the components between the two amp heads, which that I have no control over. So, yeah, all the channels for the 5881 were, I believe, on the right side. And then the 6L6s were all on the left. Look at the video. It'll tell you. I have them in the settings that I have in the video are exactly the settings I used. All tracks for lead and rhythms, I used the Sheriff here. This custom built guitar I made with JB in the bridge. This is a jazz in the neck. So lead and rhythms were on this guitar. The baritone bridge piece was done with this guitar that I made with this awesome Japanese 27-inch scale length neck. Bass tracks, I used this modified Squier jazz bass with the 1/4 pounder pickups in it. Steel, if you can get your hands on one of these. Make sure you take off all that finish. So much better without the finish. And then drums were recorded just through Logic with one of those drummer dudes in Logic. The other recording gear I used was an old school, I think this is a version 2, Scarlett 2i2, 2i4, one of these. I don't know which one it is. And then I use the 2 notes captor, really? Captor through Logic. So straight out the amp, captor into whatever the captor sound, you know, the 2 notes sound studio software. I forget the name of it. You guys know it. And I just used a Mesa Recto cab with Vintage 30 style speakers in it for both. So I tried to keep everything exactly the same. I didn't put any compression, no effects on the 2 tracks, on the left and right tracks and the guitar tracks, because I tried to keep them as plain Jane as I could. Just trying to hear the raw tonalities. And I'd be honest, guys, I was skeptical that there was going to be a whole lot, if any, difference between these tubes. And I was pleasantly surprised. They react differently. So what I was hearing is the 6L6 tubes had more of a hi-fi sound to them. And they took more volume before they broke up than the 5881s, which that I did expect. There's a higher treble frequency that cuts through in the 6L6 that you may like and you may not. The 5881s have this, and maybe, I hope it comes through in the video, have this beautiful high-end harmonic tone that you can hear it when you do the octave kind of thing, and some of the chords, how they resonate. You can hear a really nice, rich, harmonic, high-end that is very beautiful. So I will say this about both. So I played both heads live now, and I prefer the 6L6 tubes live because I could hear the breakup in the 5881s sooner than I wanted when I was playing cleaner parts. So I had to roll back the guitar volume more than I would even typically do to make sure I was getting more of a cleaner tone. So for me, I kind of want the preferred higher headroom. Maybe you don't in a live setting, and how you set those amps could be completely different than me. So take that for what it's worth. I hope the video was useful for you guys. Let me know if there's anything else to compare between these two you guys want to see. I'd love to shoot it. I have to kind of do it in my style. Otherwise I get bored doing this stuff. So yeah, let me know if there's anything else comparison wise you want me to shoot. Hopefully, again, you got something out of this. Please love one another. Take care, and I will see you guys in the next video. See ya.